I got your bitch. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting on the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck. Hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack. Starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack. Produced by Barry Laminack. Directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Then turn the lights on in the back. Goddamn that. Today is Thursday, September 18, 2025, and this is episode number 85 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show, welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi, how you doing? Just sitting here testing the Pick'em form real quick for you guys, just to make sure it works. Hope you're doing good. Hey. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And submit. Just like I do in life to my wife. Let's see. Did it pop up? Fuck me. Nope. Didn't work. Okay. That's always a fun time. Oh, wait. Yes, it did. There it is. All right. Boy, this gnat. I'm going to get him. And when I get him, I'm going to celebrate. Because I'm a superstar. What up, Shelby? It looks weird in the background, huh? With no lights on. It kind of looks like I'm in a dungeon right now. Yeah, it looks very weird. I need to do something about that. Hold on. Let me turn this shit on here. Much better. Now it doesn't look so freaky and weird. All right, so your boy, I've been running I've got $200 worth of Facebook ads running. Come to find out, not the whole day, you bastard. Not the whole day. Here, look, go into this coffee cup. Come say hi. $200 of Facebook ads. Come to find out, they weren't working. It was the wrong shit. And so I've just been spending money left and right on ads that don't work. So I was like, pause. I have to get this fixed ASAP because it's costing me a lot of money. So that was part of the problem. I couldn't avoid it, really. I just needed to get it done. And it sprung up on me unexpectedly. So again, apologies. This is just typical now. This is the life I live, people. This is the life I live. What the shit? Oh, no, that's not good. All right, so we've got shit to do. We've got discussions to be had and fantasy to discuss. In fact, let's just not even bullshit. Let's get right to the fantasy, shall we? Let's do fantasy. Let me get you guys updated. Here you go. Here's the fantasy talk. I really, you know what I'm mad about? Hold on. Envato. I need background music for this. I do. I need background music. And I never have it, and I always swear I'm going to get it, and then I don't. Oh, kiss my ass. I'm going to download some background music while we do fantasy, and then I'm just going to have it. Now, it's not going to be like music you've heard because, they'll hit your boy with 1,000 copyright strikes and shit like that, but it'll be something. Something's better than nothing, right? At least that's what I think. So let's see. Let's see if I can make it. What? Oh my God. And Vado's acting like a bitch. Barry, I saw that poster again. They had you on your IG. You look like Timu Mark Berman. Okay. I don't agree with that. Alex, that is racist. Not all white people look alike. You are racist. You are fake news. No, I didn't have a long doo-doo, Chuck. Listen, I'll own my doo-doos if I've come on here before and be like, well, sorry I'm late, had to shit. I've done it before. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, you bitch. Now I just look like a crazy crackhead. Hardtop said, fantasy talk, my bad, Mark. I beat him like a disobedient sub this past week. Oof. By the way, Jen, I have an update for you as well. Uno momento, por favor. He wants to know, Jen, do you want to pick it up or email it out? Or mail it out. So, let me ask. So asked, okay? So, Jen, the answer is yes. Question is, do you want him to send it in the mail? Or do you want to go pick it up? Your call. But the answer is yes, from what we spoke about earlier today. All right. Also, just, holy shit. My Facebook, I wasn't expecting that. I just made a comment about freedom of speech and holy shit, things got buck wild on the old Facebook. So I was like, well, that's happening. Shit's getting kind of wild there. I spent way too much time arguing with people. Way too much time arguing with people that I shouldn't have been arguing with. But sometimes you just got to tell a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, let me get over here to bury my collections. Where's my music collection at? I know I had a music collection. No. Ooh, excuse me, Lord Jesus. I'm over here belching in y'all's ears. Like, that's new, right? Object, shirts, textures. What the shit is going on here? I'm just trying to find my music. Sports stuff, no. God, I got a lot of shit. Comedy flyers. This is a lot of shit. This is way too much shit. Music bed. There we go. Hip hop music beds. Music bed sports. Ooh. Yes. Yes. And the foul. Let me see what this sounds like. Sure, why not? I'll just download all this shit. Download. What? Temporarily unavailable. There's a horse shit. Horse shit, I say. All right. Yes. This track is claim clear ready. I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling I'm going to get some strikes. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, boy. Well, I'll just have to remember these. 1, 2. How many tracks do you think we need? Got it. 2, 3. I wish I could just do this in bulk. 4. I don't know that I can put them on loop either. 5. This should be good. I can just restart them. Fuck it. Whatever, right? Whatever. We'll just do it. We'll do it live. All right. Little excessive there, Laminac. Let's see. Cut. I want background music. I'm sorry. I'm not distracted. I promise. Oh, shut up. I promise I'm not distracted. This is serious business, people. Serious shit here. Assets audio. see. New folder. Fuck. Just make this easy. Background music. Cool. Yay. Paste. Extract. All right. So we've got fantasy to get to. Okay. Only 3 of those extracted. Okay. It's not ideal. There we go. All right. Let me mosey on over here to music. Oh, what the shit? There we go. 1. Let's see how this sounds. Oh. Daddy likey. Okay. Yeah, that'll work for highlights, I guess, right? It's a little loud. Little loud. I can see the levels on it. Little loud. Let me know when fantasy over. Shut up, Alex. I would have deleted Facebook ages ago if I didn't have 80-plus-year-old relatives expecting pictures of my children. Yeah. All right, Jen. Just text me the address, and I will have him mail it. Yeah, I wouldn't be on social media, honestly. I probably wouldn't be on there if it wasn't for having to do like promotions and shit. I could do without it, honestly. It does me literally, Linda, listen, literally no good. None. What is this? Oh. Okay. I'm just copying over songs. Okay. 3. Hold on, I got 2 more to go. Bear with me. 4 and 5. Awesome. All right, now we've got music. For the background. I could play like sitting on the corner doing dope, but that's no fun. So here. Let's see if this works now. Oh yeah, much better. It's a little soft, but we'll get it up. No. We're not gonna make a joke about that. We're not gonna say that's what she said, because we're all better than that. All right. Music is done. There's a way to like make a list and stuff like that, but who cares about all that, right? Not me. Okay. All right, let's do fantasy. I have your fantasy updates for you. I have your pick'em contest. We're gonna roast Spoon. I mean, we're not gonna roast Spoon, but we're gonna see that people roasted Spoon. But let's start with your fantasy updates. Here you go, League One. League One. Is this an old NFL old films music? No, it's just random songs I grabbed. All right. Here you go, League One fantasy updates for week 2. Trayon 290 beat Uriel 112-79. Yikes. They're both 1-1 now. See, I got the records on there for you too, so you don't have to struggle. Total Dallas beat FJ. That was also our matchup of the week, ladies and gentlemen. You recall? Oh no, that was this week's matchup. You recall our matchup of the week was it was Total Dallas, who was favored by 0.09 points. Total Dallas was favored by 0.09 points. So I'll get to your winners and losers and everything in the updated board here in just a second. Well, that ended abruptly and quick. That was fast. Uh-oh. Yeah, so we'll do that. And we'll do that in just a second. All right. Husky Nation, that's Alex V, the racist. What? Spreading lies. That's Alex V, and he lost to Jenny's mom by a major ass whooping, 142 to 91. Yeah, that was not good. Both of them are 1-1. FJ and Total Dallas are 1-1. Dandy Dan squeaked by Mimi. Oh my God, poor Mimi, 0-2, but she scored over 100 last week and 141. How do you score 141 and not win? That's some horseshit right there, Mimi. I would protest. I would lobby my congressperson. I'd be angry. So Dandy Dan escapes with the victory, improves to 1-1. Mimi is a threatening 0-2 for show. And then last but not least, Black Sheep loses to Sylvia. Sylvia now 2-0, 123 to 118. Good on you, Sylvia. Sylvia is the only undefeated team in League One. Everybody else was 1-1 except Mimi, who is a tough, as I said, 0-2. She shouldn't be 0-2, but she is. All right, League Two. Barry on deck. That would be moi. Beat up on BZH 420 and is Brian's best team, 125 to 105. Spoon took an absolute ass whooping from Cece, 152 to 94. How you even let that happen, Spoon? What kind of coach are you? Better Barry Lavidak my ass. That's gonna be a thing all year. Both of them are 1-1. I'm 1-1. BZH 0-2. Jesus improves to 2-0 by beating KD 120 to 109. And Sam and Chris from Sam, Houston, that is. Sam beats Chris 131 to 96. Sam's 2-0. Chris is 0-2. And last but not least, oh, my sweet, sweet Donna, the birthday girl from yesterday, puts an ass whooping on Rev House. House is now 0-2. Donna, I've never played fantasy before. I don't know how this works. Improves to 2-0 with 145, almost 146 points. It's craziness. Most points in the league, Cece with 152. Almost 153. Craziness. Yes, the Decades do it again. Decades represent. All right, over in League 3. The real Lisa could not pull off the win. So much for the Decades, huh, Donna? Potch beats Lisa 144 to 118. Potch is now 2-0. Lisa falls to 1-1. Walt beat up on Joseph Blankenship 145 to 125. Walt's now 2-0. Joel's 0-2. But boy, how do you like to score 125 and get whooped? That's crazy. I guess just fantasy's not what it used to be. Tony the Handsome improves to 2-0. Beat up on Jared and his beer for breakfast team. 144 to 93. That's a lot. That's a big ass whooping. And then in a close one here, Josh 713 Hooligan beats up on Cisco. I shouldn't say beats up, but beats Cisco 99 to 92 roughly. So Cisco falls to 0-2. Josh is now 1-1. And last but certainly not least, Amos improves. Amos, weren't you talking shit about how you don't play and don't know how to play and you can't play? Man, I'm not good fan. Amos is 2-0. We damn near didn't have this league because Amos didn't sign up and was late and it didn't have a team. I think this is some auto draft bullshit. He's just out here rolling around at 2-0 with some auto draft horse shit. But he beats Titan Hugo 123 to 72. And last but certainly not least, League 4. Don't worry about that. I'll say in League 2. Those are lies and shenanigans. I think I could fix this. Hold on. I don't even know where it's pulling that from, to be honest with you. I don't know where it's pulling it from. I'll just change it manually. Fuck. Shouldn't change. There we go. League 4. That looks pretty. Yeah, that looks pretty. League 3. Who that texting me? Don't you know I was busy? All right. League 4. John Wessling. Old Jonathan improves to 2-0. He beat Keith Sager's Keith Top Notch team 129-107. Oh, Mark, just in time to discuss this ass whooping. Heartthrob beat Mark's magnificent team 149-82.5. Mark falls to 0-2. Heartthrob is now 1-1. That's a lot of points. That's the most points scored in League 4. Heartthrob, well done, sir. And in the battle of the what the fuck is happening here, Jeff Bell barely beats Clarence 94-91. Jeff Bell's now 1-1. Clarence is 0-2. Still haven't seen Clarence show up since, fantasy has started. Why? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's 0-2, that raggedy bitch. Skiggity beat up on Jen. Not good, bro. Not good. She's going to take it out on you. 126-95. Skiggity now 2-0. Jen 1-1. And last but certainly not least, Perry versus AJ. The Saints versus Falcons. Well, Saints won this one. Perry's Pie Eaters beats AJB's NFLYB's 142-121. I don't get emails, so I almost missed the draft. Well, all right. So there you go. There's your top leagues. There my music stops. You raggedy bitch. There's your top. There's all your winners in leagues 1 through 4. Now we have to discuss your pick'em pool right now. Here's how it shakes out. For those of you that chose the correct winner, that being Total Dallas, congratulations. The matchup was Total Dallas versus, who was it? It was, who did I say? Oh, FJ. Total Dallas versus FJ. And it was supposed to be close, 116.79 to 116.70. That's how we roll around here. We pick the tight matchups. So, ended up not being that close. What'd I tell you? That was League 1. Final score was 94-87. Definitely not .09. All right. That said, here's everyone that picked correctly and incorrectly. Let me see here. Let me scroll on over. Week 2 matchups. There we go. Your correct picks, those that picked Total Dallas to win, included myself, Titan Hugo, Donna, Alex Villanueva, Lisa, the real, Jen, Sylvia, and Chris Perez. Chris from Sam Houston. So everybody else was incorrect, including Total Dallas. How the fuck do you pick against yourself, Total Dallas? You picked FJ to win. And you lost because you won. You won because you lost. Sometimes when you lose, you really win. And sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you don't win or lose, you tie. I don't remember, but Gloria's a poet. Incorrect picks. Total Dallas didn't pick himself. Spoon, Terrence, CC, Mark, Jeff, Tight Hugo, PB Dubs, and Christopher Mina all picked incorrectly. So there you go. Total Dallas says, see, what happened was I really thought I was going to lose. Oh, well, now is not the time to humble yourself, Total Dallas. You raggedy bitch. We got to deal with your Dallas fandom all up in our face. By the way, how's that silver boot fit? Okay. We got to deal with this shit. And then you go and don't pick yourself. What the shit, man? Like, what in the actual shit? Just despicable. I tell you, just damn despicable. All right, so your matchup for week 3 has been created. and it's ready to go. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. It's Dandy Dan and Black Sheep still in League One, going head to head for week 3. Fuck you, Nat. That's right. Oh, damn it. I just missed him. This is a close one, too. 0.27 points separating these two teams. 0.27 points. That's it. No mas. Very close. You can see the yellow shows you like Bo Nix's advantage over Jordan Love, surprisingly. Black Sheep also has Chase Brown, James Cook, Kyle Pitts Sr., the Vikings defense, and Will Richard all should outscore Dandy Dan's team. Dandy Dan really only has 3 players that would outscore their matchup opponent. But yet he's favored by a quarter of a point. It's crazy out in these streets. Nico Collins, DK Metcalf, and Jalen Warren. I don't know about that Nico Collins 18.1. Give me the under on that. I'll definitely take the under on that. All right. So while I have you here, I'm going to post the link for this week's pick'em. Now, remember, you have until noon. On Sunday to get your picks in. I would not wait that long. Week 1, Titan Hugo got his pick in. I shit you not. Hold on. There you go. Week 1, Titan Hugo got his pick in at 11:59 and 17 seconds. That's too close. Like, way too close. Way too close. So don't wait. All right. Get them in. You have your pick'em link. It should be kickoff tonight. That's what we did last year. Yeah, I know, but I decided, you know what? There's only like one game. That's not really going to change a whole lot. So I give them until, oh my God. Can we not even? Hold on. This is my boy Joel. I'm going to turn that ring-a-ding off. Yeah, I know it should be, but nah. Because this show, we always get delayed on shit and never get around to getting, these picks done in time. And I don't usually get to you guys until like Thursday or whatever. So I chose to... Okay, let me just put this on work so I don't have to hear the ding-dong. So I just think noon on Sunday. Now, once we get to Saturday games, that's going to change to Saturday. But for now, it's noon on Sunday. You have until noon Sunday to get your picks in. All right. I see myself, Donna, Mark, Spoon, and Total Dallas have their picks in. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you have your picks in. Good deal. All right. So good luck to you. Here's what the leaderboard looks like right now. There are 4 of us with 2 correct picks through 2 weeks. Alex Villanueva, myself, Sylvia, and Titan Hugo all have 2 correct picks over 2 weeks. A lot of you with 1 pick. Why is correct and wrong there? That's weird. That shouldn't have shown up. But you got CC, Crystal Sam Houston, PP Dubs, Donna, Total Dallas, Jeff, Jen, Keith, Spoon, Terrence, The Real, all have 1 correct pick. And then AR Platinum, Christopher Mina have 0 correct picks so far. All right. But don't worry about that correct and wrong. That's totals. And I don't know why, again, that's showing up there. I gotta fix the sheet. All right, so good luck to you this week. Hope you all get it figured out. Let's talk some NFL. First, let's look at the college schedule. Is there anything good? on the docket for college, and we got some breaking news that I saw pop up, so we'll get into that. Baseball related. We can discuss that for a minute. We are still doing the private hour today. Probably going to start that here at about 5:30-ish. Go till 6:15, 6:30 for you, if you can make it. All right, here we go. Schedule. Yeah. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see here. Here's your schedule for week 3. Put your phone on focus and select the alerts you want to come through. Oh, I do. I just took it off. I don't remember why. Oh, I think it goes off at 5. Yeah, that's why. All right. So our schedule this week. Oh, Rice is playing the Clitoris. I think that's Charlotte. Okay. It's also Oak State, Iowa Rutgers on Friday, so nothing there. Utah and Tech, a battle of 2 top 20 teams. Not so sure that's going to be all that exciting. Let's see. What other ranked? Tennessee's at UAB, Oregon, FSU. You got OU, Auburn, 11-22. All right. Ole Miss not playing anybody. Michigan plays Nebraska. I mean, I see nobody. Tulane. Bleh. Notre Dame, still ranked. Don't know how. Crazy. I hope they lose to Purdue. I really do. Fuck them. I hope Notre Dame loses to Purdue. Goodbye. Georgia Tech playing Temple. Georgia Tech now number 18 in the country. They're on the C-Dub network. Mizzou plays South Carolina. I think South Carolina's going to win this. Just my 2 pennies. South Carolina's better than they showed. I think they'll beat Mizzou. Oh, who else? You got number 4, Miami, playing Florida. That could be an interesting... Man, Florida just can't get a quarterback. That's the problem. They suck at that skill position. That's an issue. You got number 9, Illinois on the road, facing number 19, Indiana. 2 teams I just don't believe in. There's several teams in this top 25 that I'm like, nah, fraud, fake, nah. Illinois and Indiana are 2 of them. Sorry, I just feel that. Vandy's at 20. Good for them. That won't last. LSU's at number 3. Texas somehow is at number 8. Don't think that should be the case. I think they should be maybe 10. And then USC at number 25 is number 25 playing Michigan State. It's the battle of the Trojans. Well, Spartans, Trojans, whatever. You get it. Same thing, right? No? I don't know. I don't know how that works. One of them's a condom, one of them's a not. Fuck if I know. So there's your lineup. Not a ton of great, sexy matchups. A lot of people think there could be some upsets this week. Okay. What are we talking about here? If we just pull up top 25, I don't even have that. But do we, Tech and Utah is 16-17, so either one of them win, it's not an upset. UAB beats Tennessee, but that ain't happening. Oregon State beating Oregon. That's a rivalry game, but these are 2 teams on 2 different levels altogether. I don't think Kent's beating FSU. OU Auburn. Okay. Maybe. Tulane ain't beating Ole Miss. Nebraska's... I'm just not sold on Michigan either. Can Nebraska beat Michigan? Probably not. It is at home, but I doubt it. I hope Purdue whoops the shit out of Notre Dame. I don't think it's going to happen. And what's going to be disgusting, mark my words, what's going to be disgusting is when Notre Dame wins this and moves up in the polls. For what? For beating Purdue? Kiss my entire ass in my Della Reese voice. Others on this list, Temple ain't beating Tech. Temple ain't beating Georgia Tech. I think South Carolina will beat Missouri. Illinois, Indiana, the battle of, let's see how it goes till at the end of the season. Florida is not beating Miami. Their quarterback play is atrocious. What is this, gassed? I don't even know what gassed is. What is gassed? Oh, Georgia State. So Georgia State at Vandy. I could see that upset happening. I could certainly see that. Vandy getting all cocky. Who is this? Southeast Louisiana. They're not beating LSU. Sam Houston ain't beating Texas. And Michigan State and USC. I mean, look, Michigan State's considered a kind of a blue blood program, like French, I guess. Anything is possible. Not that it matters. It's 25. It's going to piss me off, though, when Notre Dame wins and moves up in the polls. It's going to piss me off. Just know that. Okay? Just know it. I'm not here for this foolishness and tomfoolery and shenanigans. By the way, for those of you that checked, I never heard back from Lunel. So, sad news. Sad news. She never messaged your boy back. So, at least I do have an open offer from Laughs in Tucson. So, that's a positive. Got that going for me, which is nice. But I think it was just to like host or MC or whatever. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, look at Amos. Dropping knowledge. Spartans are from Sparta. Trojans are from Troy. Dig it. K-State is an underdog against the bye week. I'll take the bye week. Where's HCU? What? Houston Christian? Oh, calm the fuck down, Alex. I like that he said hoot 'em. That's funny. The Owls. The Rice. That should be their motto. Hoot 'em. Alex said, is Otani gambling again? What? Why do you say that? We could do our headlines real quick. Let's do that. Come on. Here's your sports headlines for the day. Grand jury has declined to indict Jimmy Ward on domestic violence charges. A Montgomery County grand jury has decided not to indict Jimmy Ward. That's up in my that's up in my red neck of the woods. Months after he was arrested on suspicion of third-degree felony domestic violence, grand jury didn't find probable cause that Ward committed the alleged crimes against the woman involved in the incident. I can finally move forward, Ward told KPRC. Ward is currently on the NFL's commissioner's exempt list, stemming from his arrest in Montgomery County on June 12 for the alleged family violence in his Magnolia home. Ward may not practice or attend games while on the list. NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy said we'll continue to monitor all developments in the matter, which remain under review. A woman alleged on the morning of the arrest that she was violently assaulted multiple times, both sexually and physically, by Ward in the presence of their 3-year-old child. She eventually got away and ran into the house, into the streets, and then called police. Oh, out of the house into the streets. Ward was also arrested on August 7 for violating his previous release conditions, which included no drinking of alcohol, which he claimed he didn't know. He tested positive for alcohol. Had to spend the night in jail. Woman filed a lawsuit against Ward in Harris County, seeking damages of more than $20 million. Wonder who her attorneys is. Anybody want to guess that it's Tony Busby? Let's see. Here's the article. Is it? Oh, looky there. Houston safety Jimmy Ward was arrested in June on felony domestic violence charges, now being sued by the woman he allegedly assaulted. Woman filed a lawsuit Wednesday in Harris County District Court alleging she was violently assaulted multiple times, both sexually and physically, by Ward, including in the presence of their 3-year-old child. She's seeking $20 million in damages. Her attorney, Tony Busby, represented multiple women in their sexual misconduct assault cases against former Texas quarterback Deshaun Watson. Listen. I think everybody knows what camp I fall in when it comes to matters such as these. I don't think it's a secret. I don't think I've ever wavered in my position on this. I am a man who has stood firm, a man raised by women. I consider myself a champion of women. But this is becoming egregious by Tony Busby. Look, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, okay? I am still believe all women, and we have to let things play out in the court of law. And just because somebody is not indicted by a grand jury does not mean that they're innocent. It also doesn't mean that they're guilty. A lot of times when we see somebody get indicted by the grand jury, we assume that is proof of guilt. Or when we see they're not, we assume that's proof of innocence. It's not what that means. It just means they don't think there's enough good evidence to criminally prosecute. That's all that means. So when I sit here and say, believe all women, we have to let the system do its job, it's what it means. But at the same time, how many lawsuits are we going to see against athletes for 7 figures by the same guy? And I shouldn't just say athletes. I should say athletes and entertainers because he was involved in the Jay-Z stuff. So it becomes one of those things where I start to get mad and I start to question Tony Busby because here's what it does. It cheapens the legitimacy of women that have a real and meritable case. When you've got this quote unquote, and I guess I'm the one saying it, for lack of a better term, this fucking ambulance chaser who's just out here chasing down athletes. By the way, is it lost on anyone that it's all black athletes? I don't know that I've seen him go after a white athlete yet. If he has, correct me. Happy to walk that back. But when you have these frivolous suits or what appear to be, not because I don't believe the women, but because there are just so many and they're all the same. And it seems like opportunistic on his part. It's like, yeah, I can do this. I can totally do this. And we can get away with it. And the secret formula is, if you go after them, they will settle. Now, I am not saying that that is what is happening. And I'm not saying that or suggesting that all these athletes are not, responsible for what they're being accused of. What I'm saying is that's what it's giving, as the kids say. It's giving frivolous. It's giving excessive. That's all. I don't know if he went after Justin Tucker. That's a good question. Let's see. Justin Tucker, Tony Busby. Let's see. The women who are accusing Tucker of misconduct during his sessions are unnamed. Tucker's lawyer. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything in this article. I type in Tony and it doesn't say. Yeah, I don't see anything. Mm-mm. Um. Yeah, I don't see it. So no, I don't know. That doesn't. New York Times. I'm not gonna be able to read because it's behind a fucking paywall. Oh nope, it's not. Oh yeah, because I'm logged into the Athletic. Let's see, Tony. This is about Watson. So yeah, it still doesn't say. I have no idea. No idea. But again, that like, that case, that Tucker case, I'm not here to tell you that I don't think he wasn't a deviant and a pervert and a, you know, a serial sexual offender. I think he was. What I'm saying is every time that we see a case like Jimmy Ward's followed by a $20 million lawsuit for money, or it precedes the filing of a civil suit, it starts to, what happens is, and not necessarily for guys like me, but what happens is even guys that might be on the fence, like, well, maybe I need to be more, maybe I do need to believe all women. Maybe I do need to give the process a chance. But when they see this, they're like, nah, this is a witch hunt. So it cheapens the real necessity for belief, if that makes any sense at all. Mark Lamont Hill called him out on that on Piers Morgan show one night. It should. Hey, what up, Sam? Sam, I don't do fantasy picks like that. That just turns this show into a whole fantasy show, and that's not what this. We talk sports. We just finished college football. We'll talk NFL football, but I don't do individual fantasy picks because then that's all this show would be. So I don't know what to tell you. There's a good resource out there, Sam. Let's see. Who should I start? I need to save this. Go to Fantasy Pros. Go to Fantasy Pros and they'll take care of that for you. But I just don't want to turn this show into a who do I start and who do I sit, because God, that's the most boring radio. Well, it was the most boring radio ever. And I certainly don't want to do that live on Twitch and YouTube. So, yeah, Amos said Mark is a believe all women guy too. Well, there you go. And that's kind of my point. You keep this up, man, you start to cheapen the message. And you start to, I don't know. I look, in the cases of like a Deshaun Watson or a Justin Tucker, you look at it and go, okay, I get it. You're trying to drive home a point and prove a point and, maybe a lesson here or something like that. But goddamn, it just seems like every opportunity he has to sue a famous athlete, I don't know. Just my spidey senses tell me something is off. You know what I mean? If I'm just being a buck about it, if I'm just keeping it real, my spidey senses tell me Tony Busby is just out here either fabricating shit or exacerbating it or spinning up stuff that, hey, look, I know this didn't happen, but it was close. So, maybe if you're remembering wrong, then we could get you 20 million. That I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying that's what this feels like sometimes. I know some lawyers. There's some shady motherfuckers. I know some good lawyers, but I know some dirtbags. So that's all I can tell you is it's just icky at best. It's icky at best. So, what would I do there? Did I lose my connection? Looks that way. Sure did. Lost my connection over to Twitch. I'll be damned. All right. Your other news of the day, Dodgers Clayton Kershaw says he is retiring after the season. That's a hell of a career. Clayton Kershaw, hell of a career. Some struggles in the postseason. Overall, though, I think he's a Hall of Famer. First ballot, probably not. It's baseball and baseball writers. And those guys are fucking morons, to just put it bluntly but nicely. Baseball writers are fucking idiots. So do I think that Clayton Kershaw will be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely, I do. Yes. 11-time All-Star, MVP, 3-time Cy Young. Like, let's see. Yeah, MVP. 3-time Cy Young, Triple Crown, 11-time All-Star, 2020 World Series, Gold Glove, 5-time ERA title, Major League Player of the Year, won the Roberto Clemente Award for Humanity. Yeah. He led the league in ERA in 2011, 12, 13, 14, and 17. That's pretty good. He led the league in wins in 2011, 14, and 17. Led the league in winning percentage in 2014. Led the league in complete games in 2014 and 15. Shutouts in 2013, 15, and 16. I mean, the dude had a hell of a career, and at that point, a hell of a run. Led the league in strikeouts in 2011, 13, and 15. It goes on and on and on. Like his Cy Young voting from at one point, starting in 2011. He won the Cy Young. He was second in 2012. He won the Cy Young in 2013 and 2014, along with MVP. That never happens. He was third in Cy Young in 2015, fifth in 2016, second in 2017. Again, got more MVP votes. He was 17th. MVP, he's finished 12, 16, 7, 1, 10, and 17 for a pitcher. Now, this last All-Star wasn't an actual All-Star type performance. Doesn't matter. That was a farewell type thing. You know, dude's still got a 3.53 ERA. But man, at one point there was nobody between 2011 and 2017 more dominant or feared than Clayton Kershaw. Period. Until you got him to the postseason. Yeah. He's got some stinkers in the postseason. ERAs of 4.50, 6.08, 7.82, 7.11. Career 4.49 ERA in the postseason. 4.46 in the World Series. He's 10-11 in the postseason. 3-2 in World Series games. He's just been average. But you know what? That's the thing, is we always tend to be like, well, yeah, look at Verlander. Yeah, and there are some guys that really do step up, but this dude had most of his career was in the playoffs. I mean, 3 World Series appearances. You're facing the absolute best of the best, supposedly. Shit is different in the World Series. A lot different than just a regular season game or just a wild card playoff game. God damn it. It gets harder. It's a lot harder. Not just every pitch counts, but literally setting up the next pitch, setting up the next at bat, setting up the next at bat for that batter, not just the following batter, but the next at bat that you're going to see. All of that is a lot different. So it becomes monumentally more difficult to pitch in the postseason. Yeah, total Dallas, that sounds like first ballot to me. You would think. Like that, what I just read you would think with all of that he would be first ballot. But will he be? I don't trust the baseball writers to do it. Do you? You out your damn mind if you do, man. Yeah, but Alex Villanueva said JV hasn't done well in the postseason. Yeah, speaking of, he's had like 4 shutouts in a row or something like that. And now he's talking about pitching in 2026. Just don't. Just walk away, bro. But I think what it is now is he's like, I didn't get my farewell tour. Kershaw got his. I let him have that. It's my turn. Okay. So be it. Let's take a quick look at NFL schedule before we get out of here. Let's do that. And then we're going to do the private hour. So those of you that are Patreon members, yeah, buddy. Wait a minute. What? If I did that over here, it never works right. Oh, yeah, it did. I must have just been on some hoe shit somewhere else. Let's see. NFL schedule. There we go. Week 3. What it do? What it do, baby? All right, here's your week 3 schedule. We're getting close to Laminator 5000 territory. Let me see when I did that last. Like last year, when did I start the Laminator 5000? Was it week 4 or week 5? I need to go back and look here. I want to say it was week 4. But I could be wrong. Let's see. Home. My drive. Laminator 5000. I started in, let's see, boop, boop. We started it in week 4. Well, I have all the weeks. Yeah. Didn't do it in week 1. I know that. Didn't do it in week 2. I have it in week 3, but that's not when we started. So I think we started in week 4. So that's what we'll do. We're going to bust out the Laminator 5000 next week, starting in week 4. So that'll be that. All right. In the meantime, you got Miami on the road at Buffalo. This literally could be Josh McDaniels' last game. If they don't even show well, I feel like he could be fired. Honestly, I think if they lose this game and it's not close or they're not competitive, and good luck, Buffalo is looking like Super Bowl bound. So Miami on the road in Buffalo, that's not easy. Then you've got Green Bay on the road at Cleveland. Say what you want, but Cleveland defense is better than I thought they would be. You see what they did with Baltimore as far as they're just the offense is trash. Indy and Tennessee, we got a little matchup, an intra-division matchup. That'll be interesting. Bengals on the road at Minnesota. God, that's going to be a tough watch. No JJ McCarthy. No Joe Burrow. Blech. That's gross. Like, yucky gross. I wouldn't. I'm so glad I'm not a fan of either of those teams. I mean, don't get me wrong. Watching the Texans ain't fun. Pittsburgh at New England's going to be interesting. New England is showing me something. Rams on the road at Philly could be. Let me scan. Well, this could be your game of the week. This could be your game of the week. Rams on the road at Philly. Jets on the road at Tampa. Man, after watching the Bucks, I got nothing but respect for Baker Mayfield and what he does out there. That I wasn't a believer, but the man is balling. Vegas on the road in Washington. No Jaden Daniels. So that's tough. Let me see something here. Yeah, he's out. So, oh, wait. No. Hold on. That's roster injuries. Jaden Daniels is questionable. Won't practice any earlier than Friday. So, could be without him. Not yet ruled out. But is he going to be 100% if he plays? Would you risk it? I probably wouldn't. I'd sit him out. It's Vegas. Atlanta on the road at Carolina. Poor Carolina. Let's see. What else? Hold on. I was going to pull something up here. NFL. There we go. What is Atlanta right now? Atlanta's 1-1. Okay. Houston on the road at Jacksonville. This is going to be... Look. I'm not going to say we have to put him on the hot seat if they lose this game, but I think some blame is going to fall squarely on the shoulders of D'Amico Ryans if these teams starts 0-3. It has to. I know the defense is playing good, but this is just not okay. It's not acceptable. And at the end of the day, the buck stops with the head coach. Denver on the road at the Chargers. That's going to be fun, actually. That's going to be fun. Denver, the only other team in that division with a plus differential. KC's a -9. Raiders are a -9 or -4. So that should be a fun one. I'm kind of a believer in Denver. New Orleans on the road at Seattle. Yikes. Feel bad for Saints fans right now. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Carolina fans, I guess, or Chicago fans, or Cleveland fans, or Miami fans. Saints having it rough. Dallas on the road at Chicago. Arizona on the road to San Francisco. KC on the road at the Giants. And Detroit at Baltimore. There's your other game of the week contender. But right now, which Detroit team is going to show up? That's the question. Which Detroit team shows up? Yeah, no shit, take the over. Hey, man, I'm not blaming Caleb Williams. Not that he's playing great, but there's more to that Chicago team not playing well right now than just Caleb Williams. They haven't scored a ton, but you can't give up 79. That is by far the worst in the NFC. Yeah. Second closest is the Giants and Dallas giving up 61. So, yeah, definitely take the over. And then nobody else in the AFC has given up that much. 66. The Dolphins have given up 66. That's the most in the AFC. So, yeah, giving up 79 points and only scored 45. They're a -34, which, by the way, is the worst in football. They're 0-2 for a reason, but I think that Caleb Williams is better than what he's getting credit for, but they just playing like ass. So I'm with you, though. Let's see, what is the over-under in that? And then we're going to get to the private hour. Bovada. Log in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Got to put in my little authenticator app. Trust this browser. Bitch, I've already done that. Yeah, let's take a quick little gander at sports, NFL, Now I gotta stretch this bitch out. Over under 50.5. Holy shit. That tells you how bad these defenses are. That's the same over under in Miami Buffalo. The only game with a higher over under is Detroit Baltimore. They have 53. 50.5 is a lot. Dallas is only favored by 1 right now. That's pretty wild. Here, I'll show you all the Bovada stuff here. This is pretty crazy. This is what it looks like. There you go. Miami Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 11 at 50.5 over under. That's pretty crazy. That tells you a lot. Atlanta, Carolina is 44. Cincy, Minnesota, 42. And not even the worst. Green Bay, Cleveland is the worst right now, 41.5. Houston, Jacksonville, 44. Jacksonville favored by 1.5. Shouldn't be that way. Not on paper, but you know what? You got to go out there and play. And that's why I say, at some point, D'Amico Ryan is going to have to start taking some heat. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm just saying he's got to get these guys to get their shit together. Indy favored by 4 over the Titans. Over under there, 43.5. The Commanders favored by 3.5 over the Raiders with a not healthy Jaden Daniels. Wow. Brady should cheat more. 44.5 is the over under there. Rams at the Eagles, 44.5 with the Eagles favored by 3.5 there. I might take the Rams and the points on that one. I might actually take the Rams and the points there. I like that. Now it's a minus 120, so that tells you something. But I kind of like that. A plus 3.5. I like that little hook. Jets, Bucks. 43.5 is the over-under. Bucks favored by 6.5 over the Jets. Pittsburgh favored by 2 over the Patriots. Over-under 44.5. Chargers favored by 2.5 over the Broncos. I thought it would have been more than that, to be honest with you. Over-under's at 46. Really thought it would have been more than that. I might take the Chargers and give the points there. Saints, Seahawks, 42 is the over-under. Is that the lowest? 42? No, 41.5. Wow. Cleveland, Green Bay is 41.5. Sheesh. Seattle favored by 7 over the Saints. Cardinals at Carolina, 45.5 over-under. 49ers, not Carolina, at San Francisco. San Francisco favored by 3. There you go. 50.5 points, Dallas and Chicago. Dallas only favored by 1. So that just tells you just how bad both of these defenses are. It's not like it's that Miami Buffalo game where it was 50, but Buffalo's favored by 11. This is 1 point. 1 point. Also, if I'm the Cowboys, or if I'm betting this, I think I'm giving the point. You know why? Brandon Aubrey. That's why. Chiefs on the road against the Giants. 45 is the over-under. Chiefs favored by 6. And Detroit and Baltimore. 53 is the over-under. Baltimore favored by 5. Wow. I guess that tells you what Vegas thinks which Detroit team's going to show up. Ichiwawa. All right, let's get out of here. Let's look ahead. My thoughts. I might make a couple of them wagers. Just cuz, baby. Let's do a little private hour. Let's get her in, get her done, shall we? Take the over in Saints, Seattle. No. Them offenses haven't looked like over material. 42? And Seattle's favored by a touchdown. I wouldn't bet on the Saints game for nothing. They've scored 34 points. Seattle scored 44. Seattle's given up 34 a game, or 34 total. So that'll tell you. they'll probably give up what the Saints are scoring. I mean, that's yucky. Yucky. Let's see. I think let's see. That's a 21-17 game, 24-17. So what's 24 plus 17? 24-17, that's 31, 41. 41. Over under's 42. Yeah, see? I'll take the under. That could be 21-17, 24-17. Either way, I think it's under. It's ugly offenses. And not great defenses, but Seattle's defense is at least okay. They're a +10. So the Saints just might not hold up their end of the bargain. That's the problem. We'll see. All right. Perry's at 27-24. Write it down. Perry. New Orleans, Seattle. Who's winning? 27-24. Who you got? Who you got? That Seattle defense isn't that bad. I mean, 34 is not. I mean, that's. I'd have to go look at the stats. You said Saints. All right. I want to look at the stats. We'll look that up on the other side. In the meantime, hey, for the rest of you, I'll see y'all on Monday. Do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. Love each other for sure. And if you're a Patreon member, get ready. We're going to do a little private hour dancey dance. And we'll have some fun. We'll cut it up. We'll talk some shit. I'll give you I've got some videos and stuff I want to share with you. One of them is absolutely hilarious. And I was going to try to get it in on the show, but we're definitely going to I've got some video action for you. And by the way, I'm not doing it. I just want to say, hey, man, thank you to PP Dubs and to Sylvia and to Jen for their Thankful Thursdays. I love you very much. I appreciate the support as always. Without you guys, this shit don't happen. So very much appreciate you. All right. For the rest of you, I will see you guys either in the private hour or on Monday. All right. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye. Eddie's making a YouTube video.